Welcome to the Fight Night Daily Podcast from talkSPORT. I'm Adam Catterall. Pleasure as always to be in your company. As you can see, Gareth A Davies and Spencer Oliver alongside me. We are in Trafalgar Square for the final day of chats before it all goes down at Wembley Stadium on Saturday in front of 96,000 people. It's weighing day, and as you can see in the background, just at the side of Nelson's column, Anthony Joshua just addressing some of his fans as he's just weighed in at 252 pounds. Slightly before him, Daniel Dubois hit the scales at 248 pounds. Normally when we're talking heavyweights, boys, we are always looking into weight, whether they're coming in fast, whether they're coming in heavy, whether they're looking to do this, whether they're looking to do that. Two guys that have weighed in at optimum weight. Nothing really new from either guy. Dubois has been in and around 240 to 245 on his last 3 or 4 fights. AJ's been around about 250, 252 in his last 3 fights. Exactly the same. They know where they're at right now as professionals.
I'm doing my maths. 500 pounds of muscle about to go into an explosive war. What is it? 27 hours, 28 hours from now. We cannot wait. Got to add to what you said as well about the iconography of this week. We've been purring all evening about the setting as the sun goes down. Trafalgar Square, Big Ben in the background, Whitehall down there. The biggest of occasions. Just thrilled and excited to be here.
Speaking of iconography, that jacket's come out, mate. You can tell it's a big one.
It's a special one.
It's a special one when the jacket's out.
That is a special jacket. That really is. Gareth A Davies has gone all out with that jacket. But yeah, what a production. I mean, look, we talk about weigh-ins, you know, and like the scene has been set all week, hasn't it? We had Guildhall and we went Wembley Arena for the open workouts, and we got treated to 3 professional fights. The production all week, Riyadh season has gone all out. They've taken it to another level, you know, Trafalgar Square here. Look at what's gone on here. Like, this is upping the game massively. The only winner here are the boxing fans, and the turnout has been incredible. This has been an event, not a weigh-in, an event today.
Last week, I was lucky enough to be in Las Vegas for Canelo and Malanga, with it being a Mexican celebration, loads of people out and about, mariachi bands, all that type of stuff. You're speaking about iconography of Mexican heritage, it was all over Las Vegas. They've gone up a level this week because watching this from afar, the areas that they've been doing certain things, really meaning something really special, and today nothing more iconic than Trafalgar Square.
And also it deserves it because this is an occasion. 31 years ago, Frank Bruno and Lennox Lewis, WBC title. Since then, we've only had 3 all-British heavyweight titles in this country.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury and this fella. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
And David Haye and Audley Harrison. So these things are rare. This is a massive occasion, Mr. Derek Chisora.
Yes, it is, especially in Wembley Arena, Wembley Stadium. I apologize. Listen, the golden era of the heavyweight is thriving right now, and the only places leading this golden era right now is the United Kingdom. Do you understand? So, you know, you got Triple D, Daniel Dubois. You know, he had a massive lose. He lost a big fight in Poland. He's come back, and then people wrote him off, saying, you know what, we don't see him going to come back. And then he came back, and now he's fighting the guy he used to spar with in the England team. You know, so what can I say? He is back now, you know, in the United Kingdom.
You guys have been around it all week. Derek, what have you made of Daniel Dubois' demeanour? I mean, it feels like there's a new level of confidence that's coming out of him.
Listen, it's like every time he has a fight, he gets more jacked up in a way. His confidence goes up higher and higher and higher and higher, basically. You know, if you remember, after Poland, his confidence was down. You know, and then he was fighting Baby Mill in Saudi, and then he had a chat in the Wembley Arena, you know, giving a couple words, you know, saying I'm your daddy and stuff like that. You know, coming out a little bit slurry, and then when he beat him, he can't start talking more, and then boxed Hergovich, and he goes to Hergovich, we'll see, this is not sparring, I'm gonna get you. So his confidence getting better and better. Even right now, he wants to go.
Can I throw this out there? It's Joshua's, even though he's on the undercard at Wembley once, it's his 7th stadium fight. And it's only Dubois' 2nd, but it's his first big one in the UK.
But the first fight that Dubois had in the stadium, out there in Poland, in that hostile crowd, 60,000 Ukrainians, Ukrainian Independence Day, Alexander Usyk, his moment, that was the moulding for me of Daniel Dubois, because that, Derek, correct me if I'm wrong, is where he then believed in himself that he could compete at that level because of the successes he had in that fight. Although he lost the fight, he had successes in that fight, and that made him believe in himself. And teaming up with Don Charles has been a great relationship for him psychologically as well. And I think that's where we've seen Daniel kick on from there. Jarrell Miller, Hrgovic last time, but it all started from that Alexander Usyk loss.
Yes, he did, but I have to correct you. This is
Daniel's second, isn't it?
no, Daniel's
on the
third.
undercard.
He was
Who's on the
undercut.
undercard?
It don't matter. It's a stadium.
Yeah.
Let's get it right.
No, you're right.
You know,
there was one other.
You know, I would say something else, but I'm not gonna say it. But it's his third now. He's fighting his third time in the stadium, which is amazing. But
that experience that Joshua has in being the lead in big stadiums is greater than Daniel Dubois.
it is great.
Does it matter?
You know what? It don't really matter at the end of the day. It depends how Daniel. This is what I said early on. The moment he walks out, he will know if he's gonna win the fight or lose the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, because from that dressing room,
Yeah.
and you walk out under the tunnel, and they're saying you got 95,000 people. You know, you got the lights out on you. You got about 2.5 million people watching at home. From that moment, the penny drops.
And you remember that walk is a long walk.
Yeah,
Now, we saw that with Dillian White and Tyson Fury. Dillian lost that fight on that ring walk. Derek's right in what he says. Spotlight, 96,000 people. That is a lot of pressure on your shoulders. Can Daniel deal with that? I actually think that will spur him on, but maybe too much. And I think he'll roll the dice maybe too early. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
As opposed
I agree
to
with you.
Breeze.
Where's AJ's mentality at? You sat down with him this week?
He's feeding with it. He's loving it. Like we saw him yesterday at Guildhall, coming to his own. You see now, AJ's. This is his comfort zone right now. That is where he's happy in these stadium fights. He's had a lot of success in stadiums, you know, but he loves that environment and he's feeding off it. Yesterday at Guildhall, you saw he started getting in Daniel's head, started tying Daniel up a little bit. He understands it, AJ. Now he's coming into his own. This is what he's all about, and that's why he looks like he's in a great place right now. He's gonna be buzzing tomorrow on that ring walk.
How do you think this plays out, Dan? What are the keys to victory for both of these guys?
Put it this way: whoever hits who first wins the fight. You know,
You think it'll go that early?
it will go. I don't see this fight going past 6 rounds. Do you understand? I don't see it go past 6 rounds.
How important? Obviously, the battle of the jab between these two is very important. Can Joshua avoid the Dubois jab and go over it with the right hand and be very dangerous early on?
Joshua's smart with it.
I think he does that well.
He's got great boxing IQ. So Joshua steps back with that back foot and drills the right hand through. We saw it
Over
when he
the
beat
jab.
Charles Martin when he won the title. Forget that he was a southpaw. The right hand is a key shot for Anthony Joshua, but he times it well. He uses the jab as a defense mechanism. He finds a range with that. Daniel comes in. Anthony won't move his feet forward. He'll hold the ground, step back, and the right hand is the shot. Derek's right in what he says though. Whoever lands first, because if that chaos that Daniel Dubois brings early on, chaos does create opportunity. And if you've got that opportunity, then anything can happen. That right hand of Daniel Dubois has got power in it, trust me. So AJ's got to play it cute. He's got to play it smart.
The weird thing is they both got good jabs and both got good right hands, so that really is the early battle. Do you think they will go for it before 6 minutes is up?
Mate, I'm telling you right now, I think they will. I think Daniel will, but AJ's gonna play it back for. Remember
Keep
in
it
Ghana?
long.
Remember when he boxed in Ghana?
Yeah.
Ngannou came and then he came back in the corner and then he goes to his coach, his southpaw, goes, okay, you know what to do with that. And then he went there and he put a trigger. So he knows Daniel's gonna start fast. So I think AJ's gonna expect him to start fast and step aside and hit him with the right hand.
AJ's great at controlling the space. That's what he does. You watch him with that, and it's all about whoever controls the space dominates the fight. Whoever's in range, out of range. AJ's very, very smart at that. Daniel Dubois is a little one-dimensional in his approach, his attack, and he's a little bit reckless. When he attacks and he looks to get in range with that right hand, he carries his left hand low. You can't do that against AJ because you can't eat those right hands that he ate against Hrgovic. Hrgovic does not come in the same class. He would tell you about AJ in the right hands. He's been in the ring with AJ, so you can't eat those right hands off that guy, and that's what he's got to work on.
Sorry. You hear the song they're playing right now?
A bit of Undertaker.
From WWE,
Yeah,
The Undertaker. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like,
You're
what
ready
the-
to go, aren't you?
Oh,
You're ready to
shit.
go.
Going down.
Go on, go.
Yeah.
Can I just add to that as well? and it fits in with everything you're both saying, because behind the scenes this week, speaking to some of Daniel Dubois' team, they really don't want him to go too quick. They really want him to be
all these
patient.
fans do. They want to fight. They want him to go off,
him
man.
to
Listen,
hold
mate,
back. They
trust
want
me.
him to push the fight
Trust
into
me,
the
Daniel
rounds beyond
Dubois,
4, 5 and 6.
when he walks out with 96,000 lunatics like this lot screaming, when he walks out, he will go. The trigger will
The
go.
adrenaline.
Am I correct or am I correct?
He will go, but he's gonna. If he goes by round 4, I gotta be tired.
We'll be gone. We'll be
He'll be
gone.
gone.
Listen,
gone.
that's the main event. We've got a cracking undercard. Give me one on the undercard to watch out for.
I'm loving the Joshua Buatsi-Willie Hutchinson fight. I'm loving Willie's demeanour this week. He's trying to get in the head of Joshua Buatsi, and guess what? I think he's actually doing that. For the first time I've seen Buatsi a little uptight up there today, Guildhall yesterday as well. Willie Hutchinson's a dark horse, man. We saw it against Craig Richards last time. Joshua Buatsi is within touching distance of that world title. Will he do it? Listen, I think that's a 50-50 fight.
Is that the one you're looking forward to, Derek, or is there another one catching your eye?
Nada apart from a big fight.
Is it for the big boys? What you
Yeah,
want for?
I'm the same. I'm impressed
Willie
with Willie Hutchinson trying to get into Buatsi's head. Been very impressed with the way Buatsi's carried it. But the other ones, you know, I think Hamza Shearer's a big favourite. Kakachi's a big favourite against Josh Warrington. Obviously, Mark Chamberlain's a big favourite because he's
Listen,
Turkey Al-Sheikh's favourite.
Don't underestimate
fighter.
Ishmael Davies, because
But
he's
Ishmael
going
does,
to
let's
throw the
say,
kitchen sink.
Davis and Josh Kelly is going to be very, very
Should be good.
interesting.
Mate, don't underestimate Josh Warrington either. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's fair.
telling you, man.
That's
Like,
fair.
you go off that
still
Lee
think
Wood.
Kakachi wins
Yeah,
that.
but you go off the Lee Wood defeat. He was winning that fight. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
He was winning that fight. He
Yeah.
got caught, and that's what happens
That's
in
fair.
boxing. Don't write Josh Warrington
He's
off
got
them
some
before
support
that.
here
Absolutely.
as well. He has got some support.
There you go. Time for talking's done. They've hit the scales. Everybody's weighed in. We're ready to rock and roll. Make sure you come and join us on talkSPORT from 5 o'clock. talkSPORT 2 tomorrow. Full undercard, and then we'll be on talkSPORT. Main attraction as Anthony Joshua Ince become a 3-time world heavyweight champion, taking on the current IBF champion in Dynamite, Daniel Dubois. We'll catch you at the fight.
Where are you now on this fight?
He knows he can hurt him.
Does Dubois hit harder than Joshua?
On a single shot, possibly, yeah.
Made enough money that the hunger was gone. That's what you said.
If he can weather the storm in the first 4 rounds, the fight is all Daniel Dubois.